a lot of just my personal journey at Stellate is kind of like over the last 1.5 years or however long it's been, it feels like both yesterday and like 100 years. I feel like my journey's just been learning something and then looking back and going, why did I not realize that earlier? Right? Like how are we now at the point where I'm learning this only now? It often feels like we're learning things too late. And in reality, I think the Sue always says this, we're probably learning them still very early compared to most other companies, right? Like we recently introduced cross-departmental project management, which sounds really obvious. Yes, we have many departments and they need to work together, so you need to manage those projects somehow. But that just never came up, right? Like when we were a 2-person company, and even when we were a 5-person company, right? It was like, yeah, everybody just kind of knew what needed to get done, right? Like there was no strong pain associated with needing cross-departmental project management. But now that we're, I don't know, 13 people now, it's very different, right? And suddenly you need that coordination so that everybody knows what is the goal of the project, what are we trying to accomplish, and what are the parts that need to get done, and at what time do we expect them to get done, right? Like all of that sounds extremely obvious in hindsight, but we didn't have that, and eventually we kind of felt the pain of it, and then we introduced project management now. But it's always been like, I look back 2 weeks ago and we were a totally different company, right? I look back, never mind a month or 3 months or 6 months ago, totally different company, because we're constantly getting better. For the most part, we're constantly getting better and learning new things. And I think that's, to me, really why I enjoy being here, just very personally, and why I enjoy founding startups generally. It's because I have the opportunity to learn all of these things, right? And I have the opportunity to grow as the company grows and to learn how to be better. And I think really as the CEO, I feel like that's kind of a big part of my job is just figuring out how we can be better very broadly, right? And that applies to the company, but that also applies to me personally, right? Like how can I be better at my job, at whatever part of my job that I'm focused on right at that moment? How can I be better at it? How can I be more efficient and effective to get us where we want to go faster? Which I think is really fun, to be honest.